Banahene Tutorial Collections welcomes you to another Windows tutorials, and in this particular video we are going to look at some tips and tricks we can explore in our daily activities whenever we have access to our Windows interface. I'll be sharing with you some 8 important tips you can explore which are very important. This is my current window, which is Wondershare Filmora, opened on my desktop background, and currently I have only one desktop open. Let's assume that I want to create another desktop, and in Windows we call these operations as virtual desktop. That is, you can have multiple desktops for your individual performance or task operation. If I want to create additional desktop where I can have different windows opened, I can move to the taskbar, and we have this icon known as Taskview. When you have a once click on it, you get this interface opened that displays the current desktop that you are working with, and also gives you access to other files or documents you've opened on this particular computer system. So you can see that I have all these files opened, and above these files we have this desktop that is the current desktop I am working on. On top of this we have new desktop. If I have a once click on it, this creates another desktop. Therefore, when I select this, I have this new desktop opened. And when you move to the taskbar, all these apps are pinned programs. If I switch back to the previous desktop, this is the window of the previous desktop, and this is the opened icon, and these are pinned icons. Now, let me delete the second desktop I created. So I'm going to place the pointer on this and then click on this close button. Now we are back to our previous desktop, and I'm going to select this. What if you don't want to walk through all these individual process and you want to use a simple keyboard shortcut to create a virtual desktop on your Windows interface? You can hold the Control key and the Windows key plus the letter D, and this creates a new desktop. So this is a different desktop as compared to the previous desktop. So this is how to create a virtual desktop on your desktop background. You can create more than 2 desktops and have different windows opened for your personal operation. Now, the second tip I want to share with you is how to navigate within this virtual desktop. You can hold your Control key and your Windows key with the left arrow key. This takes you to the previous location, and if I use the right arrow key, this takes you to the current location. That is your virtual desktop. So currently we have 2 desktops created, and on this current interface I have nothing or any window opened. But when I move to the previous desktop, I have this window open, which helps me to edit or record my screen. So as usual, navigating through your virtual desktop, you use the Windows key and the Control key plus your left and right arrow key and switch between these operations. And in this current desktop, I can open my File Explorer using the Windows key and the letter E. So this shows that in this particular desktop I have this window opened. And when I switch to the previous one, this is the window that is opened, and as usual, very beautiful and interesting. So put this into practice, and that makes your work very productive and easy to operate. Now, let's assume that I want to get access to all windows opened and also all virtual desktop opened. And as usual, that is what I showcased to you previously. That is to click on this icon. But there is a shortcut that can help you to do this in a simple way. And this is to hold the Windows key and the Tab key. And this opens your task view where you can get access to your open windows. And because this is the current desktop we are working with, that is why we have this window open. If I switch to this by holding the Shift key and the Tab key, this moves me to the first desktop that I've created. That is this one. And when I hover my mouse pointer on it, I have this window open. If I place my mouse pointer on this is the window open. So anytime you hover your mouse pointer on the desktops that you have created, you you are going to have its preview displayed in this section. So when I place this pointer on this icon, which is the first desktop, which has a name desktop 1, this is the window that I'm going to have, because this is the window opened on this desktop. If I place it on this, I have this preview in this section. So the Windows key and the tab key helps you to get access to your task view. If you want to cancel this view, you press the escape key on the keyboard. Now this brings you to your current desktop you are working within. This is the power of virtual desktop. It makes your works very easier. Now when I switch back to the task view and then hold my shift key and the tab key, this access the first desktop, and I can use the right arrow key to navigate between this desktop. And if I want to work within any of these desktop, I just press the enter key, and that opens the full screen of this virtual desktop. Now the next tip I want to share with you is when you have a window opened or multiples of windows on your desktop background. So currently on this virtual desktop, I have this window open. I can open another window by clicking on this title bar, hold the control key and the letter N. This opens the same window of this file explorer. Let's assume I want to compare some files and folders within this open windows. I have a shortcut to snap these windows to the side by side of this desktop. So once this is the current window, I can hold the Windows key and the left arrow key, and this moves this window to the left side of this desktop background, and I have this current window open. Since I have only two windows open, when this is snapped to the left side, the second window will be shown in a mini window, and that is going to appear here, and it is currently selected. So you need not to use your mouse, rather to press the enter key on the keyboard. Then you have these two windows open side by side, and you can easily compare any item or objects within this available window. So this is how to snap windows on your desktop background. Now to close a window, you make sure that that particular window is active, and that is this particular window, because that is the window we just press the enter key on. But if you want to make this active, you can hold the alt key and the tab key, and you can use the tab key to navigate through these open windows whilst you have your finger pressed on the alt key. So if I want to make this first window as the active window, I release my keyboard shortcut. Therefore, I can hold the alt key and the F4, and this close this window. I can bring back this window by holding the Windows key and the letter E, and then press it again for multiple windows. Now I'm going to close this and open another window attached to this current two windows. Now I'm going to snap this current window or this active window to the left side of the desktop, and now you can see that since we have three multiple windows, we have this as the selected window, and this is deactivated. Now if I want to move to this one, I'll just press the down arrow key, and that select this window, and if I press the up arrow key, it select this particular window. So if I want to push this window to the right side, which is the down window, I just press the down arrow key and press my enter key. So this is how to switch between open windows and snap them on your desktop background. And I'm going to close these windows using the alt key and F4. Now back to our desktop background and access to our file explorer window. Now on your Windows interface, you have a free software that allows you to capture some screenshots and also make some screen recording or capturing of your screen, and this comes along with your Windows operating system, and it is free. And let me show you how this is done. I have this file explorer window open. When I hold the Windows key and the alt key, press the letter R on the keyboard. This brings out this feature known as the game capturing feature, and the screen tip says gaming features are not available for the Windows desktop or file explorer. To start a desktop broadcast, launch a game and then select desktop during your broadcast setup. So if you have a game on your computer system or your Windows interface, you can launch that particular game. then you select desktop during your broadcast, and this gives you an overview of taking screenshots, capturing, and then making screen recording. You can also connect your microphone and make recording as well. And since I have no game on this particular system, this is my second PC. On my first PC, which is my desktop, I have all this available. I wanted to alert you on this particular screen tip you can get access to when you don't have any game open, and also if your system requirements do not meet the operation of this particular gaming capturing element. So this desktop background I have here, I have no game launch, and also the window that is open is the file explorer, and this is not going to work on this window. So let me switch to the first desktop I created, and then let me show you what you can do with this particular feature. Now when I hold the Windows key and the Alt key plus the letter R, this did not give me any information about gaming feature or any screen tip that talks about if this is not going to work on this particular window. So you can see that by default this has selected this window that has been opened, which is Wondershare Filmora, and that is the name shown on this bar, which is the game capturing bar, and this is also known as the Xbox game bar. And this shows that this gaming capturing feature can work on Wondershare Filmora. So these are some of the options that you are going to see. You are going to see some time here, and then you also have this icon, which is my captures. When I click on this, this gives you this window. It means that we've not captured anything yet, whether taking a screenshot or a screen recording. We also have this gear icon, which is the Xbox game bar settings, and when you click on this, you have the Xbox game bar settings. You can check these boxes to relate to show tips when I start a game, or remember this is a game. You have all these options to you. You can change the theme to light and also dark based on your preference. You also have this profile icon where you can sign in with your Google account or your Outlook account or any email service provider account. You can sign in into this Xbox game interface, which can give you some information, or you can get access to other additional features. When you come below this game capturing feature, we have this as take a screenshot, and the screen tip is Windows and the Alt key plus the print screen. You can also click on this, and then this take a screenshot of this particular window. So if I move to this icon, which is my captures, I'm going to see that this has captured this particular window, and this is the image I have here. So this feature can work on video editing software, and especially it is best used on gaming interface. So when you have a game on your computer system, you can open it and use this shortcut to get access to this particular feature and perform so many options. Now when I place this upon this, you have the option to record last 30 seconds. You also have to start recording. Let me click on this and show you something. I have this screen tip that says, sorry, this PC does not meet the hardware requirement for recording clips. For more info, go to Xbox game bar settings. So this particular PC that I'm using, the requirements or the system information that is held do not meet the requirement of the Xbox game. For my other PC, this is working perfectly on it. I wanted to show you the merit of this particular system whenever your requirement do not meet a certain software. So I can record my screen with this particular computer system. You also have this option, which is turn mic on while recording, and you can do so. And all these icons have their associated keyboard shortcuts, and you can utilize them. When you come to the audio sections, you can change the volume of your speakers and also your system sounds. You can adjust this volume icon, your F recorder, and your system sounds. All these are preference to you. And another way to get this window is to hold the Windows key and the letter G. So we have two keyboard shortcuts, that is Windows and the Alt key plus the R key, and also the Windows key and the G key. This opens the game capturing feature, and you can utilize them on your desktop background. Now I'm going to minimize this open window by holding the Windows key and the letter D, so that I can have my desktop background fully shown to me. Now the last tip I want to share with you is how to shut down in a simple way. Hold the Windows key and the letter X, This opens the hidden start menu, and I can press the letter U on the keyboard, and you have this side menu option. And when I press the letter U, this is going to shut down the computer system. These are the Windows tips and tricks I want to share with you. There are more tips I'm going to share with you on this platform or on this channel, and I peacefully urge you to like, share and comment on this video. If you have any question, you can drop that in the description below, and we shall meet in our next tutorials.